Hello, everyone.
You messed that up.
Back
We're
again
still
and
in the
seeing
intro. The intro's still going.
Oh,
Yeah. You're the worst.
you said go.
No, I didn't. I never said that. Anyways, hello. Welcome to Loaded Magickzines, everyone.
Hey, don't mind Colton overly controlling about this whole thing.
You did.
Well,
You ruined everything. You ruined everything for me.
I don't. I really don't.
Oh my god.
He's overreacting.
Oh, man.
That's funny, dude.
Anyways, welcome to another episode of Loaded Magickzines. This is the second season of this, the fourth episode. Last episode we were talking about conspiracies, and we still didn't have a game figured out. But alas, that is not the case anymore. We've chosen something, right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Destiny, and we're going to get into it in a minute. Real quick, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I am Slim Monster, a.k.a. Colton Cass, and joined with me, as always, in this Dua Lipa fan club. Just kidding. It's not
the
that.
Foco Shinobi in
These
this motherfucker.
finger bangers. What's your
The
language?
Fort College finger bangers.
Yeah. And then, Rob? I think, Rob?
He left us. Well, it's me, the Foco Shinobi. I'm here playing video games.
He did
out.
get kicked out.
Got my dog to the right. Got my homies to the left. We are here rocking it, and we just don't stop until the sun come up.
Yeah, Rob's mute's on. There we go.
Dude, that was weird. I
That was
got kicked off. I got kicked off for a minute.
Well, anyway,
I just
way to
can't
ruin
rock
the
it like I
immersion.
thought. Huh?
Way to ruin the immersion.
Yeah, dude.
It was
Yeah, it's terrible.
It was kind
Came
of
up with
weird.
Came up with that crappy opening, and then I got kicked. And
I know. We're off to a great start. We are.
Colton got mad.
I didn't mean to yell at you at the dinner table. Okay, I'm sorry.
Come on,
sometimes
man.
mommies and daddies
Thanksgiving.
fight. That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, how was everyone's week?
It was good, man. I'm pretty happy for Thanksgiving. Like, it's pretty exciting. Get to hang out with my dog. Get to eat a bunch of food. I'm actually traveling to Jacksonville. My stepmom's father is having a little thing, so we're gonna have some ham, drink some beer,
Nice.
give some thanks. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds great.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
you,
that'll be
Rob?
fun.
How's your week?
It's been good, dude. I'm out in the Bay, visiting fam out here in California. So
Nice.
it's been a nice change of pace. We just been hanging out with family, and we like the other day we took they just built a new ferry terminal up here, and we're in Richmond, which is like across the bay from San Francisco. But we took the ferry down to San Francisco, which was super cool. I hadn't been on a boat in a while, and it was just cool getting to approach it that way. And today we drove up through Berkeley and went to go see like a redwood like park they got on the other side of the hill. And dude, it was crazy. Like, I don't know how people live in such steep areas, because where we were driving up, it was like 45 degrees. I was just like, it's amazing the tires can actually grip the road.
Yeah, that is
You know,
amazing.
And they live their lives like this. They're like,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're like that. I'm like, dude, if I lived here, I'd have to change my brake pads like every month.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? But it's been fun.
That's good.
Well, that and rent out there is ridiculous, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, I paid probably what I would pay for at King Supers, like $85-$90. I paid like $138 on groceries today.
Yikes,
God.
I was just like,
I mean,
damn.
yeah.
Like breaking the bank.
Yeah,
But like a handle of Stoli out here, even the best deal in Fort Collins is like, I want to say maybe somewhere in the vicinity of like $25. Maybe. I
That's
think it
not
might
bad.
be $1 or $2 more. Out here, it's less than 20. So
Yeah.
it's like booze is cheap as
Yeah.
F out here, but food is crazy expensive, and gas is almost $5 a gallon.
It's like
You know,
food,
so-
gas, and rent. It's like, dude, the least we could
Yeah.
do is make the alcohol like competitive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. If you're gonna be broke, you may as well be drunk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Drunk and broke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, glad you enjoy yourself out there in the California area for a little vacation. It's always good to get away.
Yeah.
My week has been pretty long. Lots of drama has been going on at work, and it's kind of been funny, but kind of been annoying. And then also Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out, and I don't know. I didn't think I was going to be excited for it until it was like a week away, but it's been fun. It's actually pretty fun. Honestly, the remake looks really good, and then it's just cool. I'll buy it. So I've just been playing with that.
Though. Like we played that back in 2000.
Yeah, but it still has like a different element. It still feels like a different game. It still feels, I don't know, fun.
Have you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Change the subject.
No,
Have you guys been watching Arcane League of Legends on Netflix?
No.
I know you told us to watch that, and I haven't watched it yet. But then I got an immediate one of the coworkers I work with. He's like, "Bro, you need to watch that. Like, you need to see."
Yeah,
this.
you really do.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, we also watched Dune on the HBO streaming the other night, and we were watching it. Oh, dude, it's so badass. And like I've read all the books. I've read Dune, Dune Messiah, God Emperor, Children of Dune, Chapter House, all like 2 or 3 times each. And I've read some of the books that his son wrote. And dude, like Denis Villeneuve, I think that's his name. Like he is the man for the job for this movie franchise. Like I was beyond ecstatic, like how badass that movie was. Sorry, David Lynch, but yeah. It was incredible, dude. Everything about it was just amazing. And it sucked because the first night we watched it, we got a blackout halfway through the movie. You know what I mean? Like so typical, for out here. So we managed to finish it like the next night. So they just introduced Channy, and then it's the credits, and I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like we're only halfway through the book right now. Like, damn, I gotta wait 2 years for the rest of it.
Damn.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh
Isn't
man,
it
but
kind of
it's so
crazy
good.
how that's like the movie cycle? Like for a sequel, it's usually 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I was hoping because we saw these like these visions that Paul was having, and like we saw other elements that weren't actually in the first movie. I was hoping secretly that the other movie had already been filmed or was being filmed. You know what I mean? Because Arcane, they're releasing in sets of 3 episodes. So every Saturday it's 3 episodes. So you're gonna binge watch, 3 episodes. So we're already 9 episodes in. 3 weeks has already gone by, and I was like, damn. I hope doing the sequels like that. And I'm reading it's like fall 2023. I'm like, oh god, like
No doubt.
damn it.
So what's crazy is I never read the books. That's way too much reading for me, but like I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But so I've been since I watched the movies, or since I watched the movie, the first movie, I started listening to it on audio like as I go to sleep, and it's so like soothing in a way. And
you're listening Dune on audio? Is that what you're doing? Hell yeah, dude. Good for you.
Yeah, so I've been listening to it as I like pass out and drift to sleep, and like I'll keep like an idea of where I'm at. Like I'm probably only like 3 hours into the whole thing, but it's a pretty cool experience. And like I wake up the next morning after having dreams of Dune.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on with this?
That's
like,
rad.
I'm listening to it. So I've only gotten to the assassination attempt on Paul, the first assassin
with the hunter killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the hunter, yeah.
So like right around there, and that's still like 4 hours of listening to the book, like, which is crazy. So
dude,
like
those books are like thick, Dune Messiah was the shortest one. I want to say Dune Messiah was maybe a third the length of like all the other books. You know what I mean? Like it felt, it wasn't even really quite like a sequel. It was kind of like a bridge gap between Dune and Children of Dune.
Okay.
So like, dude, you're gonna love it. Like when you get further in, Paul's Children, holy crap, dude! It gets freaking crazy. And
all right, we should backtrack here.
I'm really hoping that Villanueva does like the whole series. Like I'm all in on that.
That'd be cool.
Dune has definitely been quite popular lately.
Yeah,
it's cool to see that. Yeah, we hope to see some cool. Is there anything else that you guys have like reviewed lately that you want to also mention in?
So So I didn't realize how much I missed Dexter, the show Dexter.
Oh,
Like Dexter's
yeah.
Laboratory
It
or
came
the
back.
killer?
It came
The,
back.
Oh, the killer.
It's
it's the
called
killer, right? The killer?
yeah. Dexter,
Yeah.
New Blood,
Mm.
and he's like
Yeah.
in some sort of snowy mountain area. He left Miami, and I didn't realize how much I missed it until like I started watching the first and second episode. I'm like, damn, dude, like where's this been? You know,
Yeah.
like
That's
where's
cool.
this been? It's been pretty
We're
good.
we were watching that pretty religiously too a long while back. Other than like if you're talking reviews, Colton, me and Josh, we played a game of Destiny 2 a few nights back. I gotta say, guys, like I love this game, and I can see why so many people are there's a love hate relationship with the game, for a lot of people because there is the microeconomy and all this other kind of stuff. And yeah, Bungie's got to make money. They gotta do their thing. But I think it's such a cool game. It's so polished. There's so much cool stuff to do. So that's definitely been like a big review process for me, like this last week.
Mm-hmm. Me
Yeah.
too as well. I've been actually putting like I probably put maybe 6 hours, 7 hours into this game so far in a week,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and it's cool because it really is. It's like it gets you. You get different loot drops, and you're like, okay, now I gotta get better ones than that, better ones than the
yeah.
ones that I got. So like,
Yeah.
it's definitely like it's what is it called? Damn, what is the chemical in your brain that like
Oh, endorphins.
Dopamine,
endorphins, but it's
Yeah,
serotonin, dopamine.
dopamine.
Yeah.
The
dopamine.
hit. The
See,
dopamine hit.
here's
That you
here's
get.
my thing. I like the game, but for me as a player, I felt like it was a little bit hard to get into. Like if I didn't have people, I would have no idea how to play this game. Like we had to call up our friend Ben, and Ben gave us a great lowdown, and they picked it up right away. But for me, it was a little harder to get into. But ultimately, I love the way it looks. Like as we're sitting out front of a city, you may not be able to see it on your screen here, but I mean, like the skyline looks dope. I mean, like really graphically, it is good. But I mean, it was a little hard for me to get into, but I am glad we are playing it. It's cool, yeah.
I agree with you, Colton. It did feel a little convoluted to me too at the beginning, and I got inducted into a clan. I was doing one of the raid missions, and you play with people of all different levels, and this dude was like level 500 or something, and I guess I was just trying to hold my own. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
felt like I was just shooting in the dark half the time, and we're going through the ascendant plane, and it's just crazy. It's like you're just running through a dream of just crazy, just worlds colliding and whatnot. And Josh got into that clan as well, and we were talking to him. He's clan leader, and he gave us a really, really big lowdown, like a lot of information about how the game worked. And I gotta agree that really helped me a lot, being able to understand like how everything was put together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I do agree with you on that.
At least there are nice
Definitely.
people in the community of the game that are willing to help you have fun. So that's kind
I
of nice.
honestly think that it's probably about 85 to 90% of people that just want to have fun with other people online. Like
Yeah.
there's a couple stinkers out there that don't want
Yeah.
to share their secrets.
Yeah.
Like it's like a pot of gold,
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
but like I think that the community so far, like the people that I've played with, they've all been super cool. Like especially when you're at a lower level, like you're playing with people
Mhm.
that are in the hundreds, and they pick you up like after you die. They're like, oh, they keep
Yeah.
picking you up, and they don't care.
Yeah. And they don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I definitely think that maybe that PvE like co-op element maybe has something to do with that, because
Right.
like they keep talking about in the game we're stronger together and all this other kind of stuff. And I dig on that. I dig on that positivity where it's not such a toxic environment. Like Fortnite, for instance, is so toxic.
Mhm.
You do have some games that are more toxic than others, and I'm sure, like Josh said, there are some stinkers in this one too. But so far, like I find the community really to be quite pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
and my understanding too is the demographic is older too
Hmm.
that plays
Hmm.
this game. Like
Well,
you
yeah,
not
I
you
mean,
don't.
I don't see a kid being able to like sift his way through all the dense
Mhm.
like learning curve.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah. my daughter wants to get this game. She wants to play with me, and so I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll walk you through it. You know, like
totally.
you don't even have to do PvP. You know, like we can just do PvE till the cows come home. You know, just going off on adventures. You know,
Yeah, totally.
So one thing that I think that we should do before the next podcast that we have is I think we should start our own crew, our own
clan.
Okay. And literally, it's the Finger Bangers.
The Finger Bangers, yes.
But like the one thing that I realized is that like, okay, not counting the clan leader, you have to have 3 other people to make it a legit clan. So like we only have 2 right now.
I know we can get Ben on, that's for sure.
Well, Ben's probably in his own clan. Like he's like level 200. You know,
he doesn't want to be with us.
He has his own clan going probably.
I got a client that I tattoo. He wants to re-download it and get into it too. So there's 4.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure we can find others.
He's played like in the early releases or the early release of like Destiny 2, and he stopped playing. But I've been telling him like my progress in the game. He's like, yo, dude, like let's do it. let's do it.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
So I just have to follow up with him, I think, because he's such a stoner. Like he basically like it's in one ear and out the other. Like he's like, yeah, I'm down. Wait, what? Like, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, should we just go ahead and jump into it?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me bring up the loading screen here, and we'll just go ahead and get into it.
All right. Cool. Are we doing the Gambit?
We're gonna get into the game first. Okay.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Let's do Gambit.
Let's hit it.
Let me just hang on a second. Let me get my director up here.
I'm gonna turn on my. I guess I should turn that on.
Dude, I've gotten pretty good at Gambit. My score, like my rank, is like 10 or 11 at this point.
I'm heroic 1 right now. What are you?
I passed heroic. Yeah, dude, I've gotten pretty.
Like, I'm out of here, dude. Like that's weak.
I think I'm at like Brave.
Brave, I think, is the first tier, which is cool though. It's fine. You get out of it really quick.
I'm out of. Well, then no. Guardian's like the first one, then Brave, right? Because I already got out of something.
Yeah, and then heroic, and then there's another one. I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah, my ranking is 1775. Josh, what's yours? On Gambit.
Oh, okay.
Did you see it?
I'll see it right now.
See, I don't understand that quite as. Oh,
look in the top left-hand corner. What is it?
That's Gambit. Yeah.
Fabled 2. So that's I guess above heroic. And
what's your number?
3943.
Damn, dude, you've been grinding. That's awesome.
I really like Gambit.
Yeah, it shows.
You see
That's
my
awesome.
You see my my tag, my gamer tag, like that really cool green color.
Oh yeah. And it says it's 420 somewhere. Whatever, dude. You don't even smoke, bro.
No. Like it has like that the military freaking medals or whatever it is. It looks all eroded. It's fucking cool, man. It's so cool. I don't think I'm ever gonna change that.
Did you get your clan banner, Josh?
Yeah. Yep. And then I got all the rewards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you go through your collections too, your triumphs, on your character page?
No, but I did. Well, so I got the artifact, the seasonal artifact as well. I did the mission, and now I have a +2 bonus on whatever my power level is, which is cool.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was showing Colton to like you go through the character screen, to your collections, and then it's got your triumphs and all that in there, and then just to like update all those too as you're getting them. Ooh, we're doing Mars.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
This has become like my second favorite map. I really like the European Dead Zone, EDC.
I think Europa is my favorite one. Or is it Europa? It's the one that has the platforms that are moving in the middle of the map.
That's Mars.
Oh, that's this one? Oh, I love this map.
Let's cut it.
Yeah. I really like it too. There's one guy who's like, wait, I'm all by myself. I don't have friends.
Hostiles. Grab the moats,
All right, let's
drop
do
them in
this.
the bank.
I taught Colton how to play this, so we should be good. Colton, just take it slow. And don't take unnecessary risks. And
Take
then
it slow.
I'm going
The
high.
title of your sex tape.
Deposit those moats, bro.
Taking it slow, baby.
And it doesn't matter if we win or lose, you know what I mean? I'm just having fun. Oh, shoot. I'm really gonna try and refrain from cussing.
Nice. Alright. I got 5.
I'm at 3 right now. I'm getting another one. Oh, shit. Alright, you got it. Get an orb.
Alright, we're at 6.
We got some more contacts over here somewhere. And Colton, the more moats that you get, and you slam, you put them into the deposit, it sends bigger blockers, like your enemies.
It sends them to the other side. That's what I think about.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does. I thought it attracted them to our side.
Yeah,
but it's like Josh said. Oh damn, that guy is huge.
Got him.
Yeah,
Bank is under attack.
we got a blocker. We gotta kill him. Because they'll take most from us too. Dude, we just lost all those. Yeah, it's so frustrating. I hate that.
That is frustrating. That's good bullshit. Alright, whatever.
Alright, keep an eye on the portal. I'm gonna run through it.
Like they're that long.
What the f?
Nice. Ooh, I'm getting smoked. Damn, blockers are doing it again. We gotta.
Alright. Mother.
Damn, I got taken out by the invader.
Why are we getting f***ed right now? Oh.
Well, I mean, they're probably high-level players, you know what I mean? They've been playing this a long time. There's 3 of us that are pretty low level, you know, making up most of the team. And so when they send those big numbers of moats over, they're gonna it sends big blockers to us, and that's what's taking our moats away. They'll sit on that deposit, you know what I mean? And they'll start taking moats.
Hostiles incoming at the depot.
Nice, I got 10 votes I'm about to send.
Do it. Get him in.
I'm usually fucking killing at this game.
Not doing it.
Like the top rank on modes anyway.
It is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm not worried.
There's a blocker who's here.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
I'm right behind you, Josh.
High value target neutral. Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers. Your allies defeated. Bringing them back.
I have 15 on me right now.
Vader on the field.
15?
Yeah.
Do it.
44.
Those moats
That's gonna
pop
screw
a
him
large
hard.
blocker on the enemy side.
Nice one. Oh, down.
Invaders off the field.
I got the high power target.
Nice, dude. waiting for the portal to open back up. I'm gonna run over there and start screwing with them.
Oh, I got a exotic weapon right now.
Did you?
Incoming
Yeah.
at the cavern.
That's awesome.
And 12 modes. I'm about to send them.
Portal's ready. Go say hello.
Damn, I got.
Get out of here.
Oh, we got blockers.
Moat's draining. The blockers must die, brother. OZX's got a primeval. Once it dies,
for it, Doc.
I'm gonna go through the
no,
portal.
lost it.
Portal's open. I'm going through.
your allies invading the other
Oh,
side.
someone else went through.
It
What?
was me. It was me.
Oh, get him!
I was lost but now I'm found.
Your invaders down.
Got 'em.
They took someone with
I
them.
got it.
Good.
Damn,
I
bro.
lost 5 modes. They've already got their primeval.
Yeah, I'm going through again. Nothing. Oh, shit, I can't.
Portal's prime. Go
Nice,
make
I'm going through.
Oh, we're gonna get
Me.
the fuck out of here.
Allies headed to
Oh,
the other
you
side.
I got you first.
I finally went down. That was the first time I went down. Pretty proud of that, actually.
Nice, I
Your
got so many
invaders
modes.
down, but they took someone with them. Good.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Turn them in.
I don't have any right now.
Incoming at the depot.
Yeah, they've already got their primeval. Like,
We can
we're
still
only
beat.
at 63. We can do it. Maybe.
I'm coming. I have 2. That's it. But
Nailed this guy. Got 5.
Portal is primed.
6.
Allies headed to the other side.
I gotta get the fuck out of here before I die.
yeah, you're not good.
It's got 2 guardians.
Your allies back. 2 kills.
I love that. I love going over and messing with the other players.
Holy this motherfucker. Oh my gosh, I am just cussing up a storm here.
Portal's primed. Go make a mess. Guardian down.
Damn it, I died. Oh, God.
Who is this?
Their primeval about to die. What about the host?
Gambit's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got defeated.
it. That's it.
That's all good. I don't care. That was fun.
That was fun.
I got a bounty though. That was nice.
That was fun.
Shepherd's dead.
All right, we'll go back to the tower.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
What did I get? 28 kills. Nice.
53 modes.
Dang. No,
Number
28
2.
modes. I was low on the leaderboard. I got 3 guardians though. That's nice.
28 modes. That's what I mean. 37 combatants.
I only got 1 guardian.
All right, I'm gonna take us back to the court. Oh wait, did it? Oh, I think it.
Okay, we can go back now. You just have to cancel, push the, yeah. there you
Yeah,
go.
I did.
We don't want to leave the fire team, right?
No.
No, we're leaving Gambit. We're going back to the tower.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on now.
So we
Dude,
have
my
a
dog is loving that bone.
chill place to talk. Huh?
My dog is loving that bone.
The 3-pound bone.
Yeah.
I can hear him in the background.
I know.
He's like, ah, ah.
Munching on it. Totally.
Loves it. He's like, thanks, Dad. I love you.
I rub you.
I love you. I love you. I gotta see what that fucking what was that? I got a gold sign.
I'm gonna go back to the bridge and look at the city lights.
Linear fusion rifle, another linear fusion rifle, but this one's like or because the other one's my secondary.
Oh,
this
I
one's
almost
like,
just jumped off that.
you can only have one
I
gun
saw
at a
that.
time.
This is humanity. I don't care the job's done.
Yeah.
Worry about the fight in front of you.
All right. So, are we doing topics?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Do you want to just jump right into it?
Sure, I'll talk. My guy's gonna chill.
Big surprise. I didn't come prepared. Like I said, I don't listen to the news at all.
Dude, I've been on this trip. I just thought of my topic like literally half an hour before the show started. So that's all. So I guess what I'll talk about is going to be kind of like kind of like two topics in one. But talking about Eastern Europe, and we're talking about current events right now, and all the Russian troop buildup along the Ukraine border. And when you look at a map of Ukraine, I didn't realize how much around Ukraine Russia is. Yeah, obviously it was a part of the Soviet Union, but Belarus like sits right up here, and then it's just Russia, and like they're like freaking like 65%, surrounded by Russo, speaking countries and culturally Russo places. But anyways, trying to get my phone here. I like knocked the thing over. Anyways, so I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was the president. I think it was a top Ukrainian general was saying that he thinks that January, February time, he's giving it until the Russians just basically just invade, And it came out that there was a U.S. counterpart. I don't know if it's Pentagon or what, but they basically agreed with him. They're like, yeah, they're gonna come in, like they're gonna do this thing. And it's such a bizarre situation, where they've been having this like ongoing like conflict in Eastern Ukraine for I want to say it's been around 7 years since I can't remember what they called it. It was like the Maidan protests or whatnot. And there's been like these insurgent, resistance groups, Russo speaking, Russian speaking or whatnot, culturally Russian, however you want to say it, groups in Eastern Ukraine that have been fighting against the government, so this has been ongoing for like 7 years, and Russia's been backing them up, and they annexed Crimea, a little while back and whatnot. And it just feels like to me, it's like, dude, like, I don't see why Russia's I don't even know why they're beating around the bush. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like, it's obvious that you want Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like, you want to take it over. It's like, Russia is kind of an interesting place in and of itself, like geographically speaking. And it's the biggest country in the world. And it feels like to me, every time I'm reading in the news, they're always wanting to expand west, and it's like, dude, how much fucking land does a country need? How many resources does a country need? Like, you expand like a third across the freaking world, like you want more resources? Like, what gives, dude? And when you look at history, like you go all the way back to like Genghis Khan and like the Golden Horde and you know, fast forward to like Napoleon, the Napoleonic Wars, and World War II and whatnot, and like Russia was always getting invaded, or they're always getting messed with, like in history, and then it's like, just seems to me, it's just like, once communism, took hold, and the Bolshevik Revolution and all that kind of stuff, and we look at post World War II, and they take over like all these Eastern, European countries. They liberate them from the Nazis, and it's like, well, we're just kidding, like, you're going to be a part of our thing now. We're going to, have a buffer state system, and the West called it the Iron Curtain and all this other kind of stuff, and it was the Warsaw Pact, and then the USSR dissolves, and in the early 90s, and it just seems to me, it's like, I get it, yeah, the West won, and communism lost, but it's like, no, like, that didn't sit well, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, we're not done, like, and their whole argument's like, well, NATO is on our doorstep, and so we're gonna be building up all this stuff, and we're gonna take Crimea back, and that's Russian, and whatnot, and blah blah blah. And it just seems to me like they're not going to take over Ukraine totally, that they're at least wanting to cut the country in half,
Right.
and that they're just going to keep going for it. And it's like, from a Western perspective, it's like, leave those people alone. Like, what the hell? What gives? And on the flip side of the coin, it's like, well, when you look at the history of it, like, Russia has always kind of gotten the short end of the stick, even though they are a really big country.
They've been a powerhouse of the state.
They're a powerhouse of the state, but it's like, China is supposedly like the richest country in the world now,
yeah.
and they're doing it, and so it's like with Russia, it's like they've had all these sanctions against them, and there's all this like cultural, whatnot, East versus West thing going on, and it's such a sensitive thing. It's not just like people going in and carving up a country. It is on the surface, but when you look beyond that, it's like, well, there's a lot more culturally that's going on there, that's been going on for centuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like we're a really young country by comparison to
pretty much the rest of the world.
Any country in Europe. Yeah, pretty much the rest of the world. We're like the young kid on the block. And
absolutely.
It's like, we need to be really careful, like, moving forward, like, what do you do with a situation like this, where we claim this alliance, and we say we're going to help and whatnot Ukraine if things go bad, but at the same time, it's like, I don't think that maybe the powers that be, on the U.S. side do know that there is a lot more going on than just what's on the surface, and protecting another country. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, other than like full on nuclear war with Russia, because that's how it's always been, with the Cold War, and we're kind of in a Cold War, still, is that even if you took nukes off the table, you still have this, like, war is not simple, but in this case, especially, it's like, it just feels like, dude, like, watch yourselves, watch where you put your foot, because like, there is a cultural can of worms, that's been, it goes back centuries, that I don't think Western society really fully appreciates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why something always exists, and like that's what I learned in sociology, and it's like, when we understand like the roots of, like, let's say communism or socialism or capitalism, there is some inherently good, and that's why something exists. And Russia is, like, definitely, as you're saying, one of the biggest countries in the world, and is known to be a powerhouse, and to have world, like, whenever they do, the world notices, you know what I mean? So yeah. And the thing is, you're talking about, again, we're the new kids on the block. Countries fail, countries die, and if Russia invades and starts to make that as their country, that's what happens. That's literally how it's always been. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I hope I would not want to get involved with something with Russia, but just speaking, by myself. But did you see that dude was a dude?
Yeah,
who's been
He's a douchebag.
There was just somebody that was squatting their face right in Rob's face, or squatting their butt right in front of Rob's face. Nope, not
And
me,
now he's
bud.
doing it to
Yeah,
Colton.
not me, bud. Not me, bud. I wish we could beat him up right now. I wish we could just all jump this.
Yeah,
right.
I'm like trolling him right now.
But I mean, Russia was like the main reason why.
I knocked him
You
off.
knocked him off. All right, sorry about that, Josh. What did you say?
That was awesome, dude. What were you saying, Josh?
Russia was the main reason why World War II started with the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, right? With the Treaty of Versailles after World War One.
In Germany, correct?
They said, they're like, yo, dude, like Russia, you can't do these things anymore. Basically.
Yeah.
And
I think that was before the Industrial Revolution, however, though, right?
no, because this is World War II. This is afterwards.
It was
after.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. So
You're
the
talking
Industrial.
about World War One.
I'm thinking World War One. Yeah.
But it was still
after World War
post-industrial.
One, everyone's like a stalemate, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna have this Treaty of Versailles that
Right.
says that no one can invade anyone else, and if you know, but someone, I can't remember what country it was, but there was an assassination on Archduke Ferdinand. And
It was Austria-Hungary.
Okay.
And that's perpetually
And
what
that's
led us to
that's what sparked
Cold War.
II.
Oh.
And then the
I see.
Japanese are like, well, everyone's fighting, so we're gonna take over some shit. and
Well, yeah, that was World War II. Like, so, yeah, you're right with the assassination, and like that sparked everything off. And what happened is you had these alliances, right? And so everyone went to war under compulsion, like that they were all in these alliances. No one had ever used machine guns, war had never been industrialized up to that point. So no one knew what was coming. And then like France gets turned into a moonscape, and then the Treaty of Versailles happened, right? And then that devalues German currency to the point that they were burning Deutschmarks in the street to stay warm. And then Hitler comes up,
Right.
he's just like, F all this, we're gonna build back Germany.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And then he goes off and invades. And yeah, and then like Josh said, then Japan's like, hey, well, we're gonna do our thing too, and
Japan
have our
invaded China
moment in the sun.
for the first little bit. They invaded China. They're like, you know what? No, yeah, we're a little country, but we got balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and a lot of that came from because the Japanese saw what happened to China with Britain, because with Hong Kong and like Portugal with like Macau, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And you have the Opium Wars, and Britain brought in all the opiates and all the, these Chinese laborers and working class and whoever got addicted, and Britain put, China into debt, and Japan's like, hell no, like we're not having any of that garbage. So they internalized, they went inward, you know what I mean? And so they pushed like Japanese culture and all this other kind of stuff. And then so when World War II came, it kind of like happened simultaneously, but like they were like, no, this is our time in the sun. We're gonna build our empire, But even then, like with Russia, they had their revolution a little bit later, versus all the other like major powers, because you had like the Tsardom,
Right.
and the Tsars, and the Tsars were brutal, you know what I mean? Like they really downtrodden like the working class, and that's where communism came from, is because people were just sick of it, like they were sick of being serfs and not making anything and just working for these pompous assholes, and so there you have it, communism, the Bolshevik Revolution, et cetera, and then that flew in the face of capitalism, and so we dealt with that through the 20th century with the Cold War, the first Cold War, and so here we are, and
history repeats itself.
It's like, yeah, Russia, they invaded Afghanistan in the 80s. We invaded in the early 2000s. It's like, it's just, it gets old. And I'm not saying what's going on in Ukraine is right or wrong. I'm not taking a side. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty ignorant. I know some things, I think, but I'm pretty ignorant. I don't live there. I don't know what that's like. But just hearing, Western media, just demonizing Russia, this and that, and I'm not taking Russia's side, you know, but like Russia, they demonize the West. You know, it's propaganda going both ways, and it's not just
That's true.
it's not just, you know, troop buildups and we're potentially going to take over a country. There's so much more going on under the surface than just that, you know?
Yeah.
Can't we all
And
just
so-
sit around and just smoke some weed and be like, yo, dude, are we really that different? Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
Exactly.
different. Yeah, we're all
Are
different.
we really that different? Yeah, exactly. You know?
That was great. We should jump back into it. I just want to let you guys know we are like 15 minutes till the show ends, so this is probably going to be a long show, and that's fine because at least we have
Nice.
content. I don't care.
All right, where are we going to go? That guy I pushed off, he's just standing over there.
You know, I know, huh? You know, I got that on film too, so I got that on the
Yeah.
capture card too. So that's what you
What a
get.
guy.
Yeah, he's just
What a guy.
he
That's
is-
what you get for sticking your ass in our face.
Yeah, he just took off, but he was standing right over, right over there. So
You guys want to do a Gambit again?
yeah, let's hit it.
All right, let's do it.
We didn't do very well last time, so
We did great.
Maybe
last
we'll do better this time.
yeah. I mean, we did do pretty good, but we could have done way better ultimately. Oh
And Rob, this counts as our clan.
What happened to you, Colton?
no, I got kicked out or something.
What happened? Colton got kicked.
Send me an
Hang on.
invite again.
Just join.
Hey, hang on.
I'm not friends with him.
I gotta get out. Yeah, we gotta add each other as friends, Colton. Let me
You
just
guys haven't
add
done
you on
that.
the roster.
Rob doesn't like me that much. That's why he hasn't added me yet.
You're funny. Well, it's true. I don't. Slim Monster, what?
62
What?
6201 hashtag 2325 or pound sign whatever
2325.
Add friends first, and then invite crew.
All right. Invite. I'm gonna send a Bungie friend request. So now you can add me as a friend
Andy, you love that bone, huh? Yeah.
and invite you to the fire team.
That's a
All
good
right, you
boy.
should be getting both those invites, Colton.
okay I think I did both. And we back.
And he's back. All right. Now let's.
11:58 coming through the door.
All right, here we go. Gambit. What's the private match? Have you played the private match, Josh?
I'm guessing that's between you and 80 of your friends.
Okay. Well, we'll just do the regular Gambit then. I'm gonna see where I'm at on these bounties. Oh, I'm pretty close. That's good. Nice. But yeah, you know, it's like that's kind of how I feel with a lot of these things. Like you look at conflicts in Africa, for instance, are so many wars going on right now in Africa. It is freaking insane.
Yeah.
And it's like anything really, you know, this tit for tat, it just goes on forever. You know, and it's like Josh said, it's like, can we just all get around, just like, can we all just sit around, just smoke weed?
Or do some
And
Molly, do some DMT.
Yeah, just drop the feud. Just drop the feuds, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just eye for an eye, you know, forever and ever. Just an eye for an eye. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I think that the U.S. needs to be, I think that, you know, militarily, we need to be very mindful moving forward, you know, into the 21st century and beyond, because China, dude, like I read an article about how China had Vietnamese laborers in a factory that was Chinese owned, and it had Chinese writing all over the outside of it in Serbia. You know what I mean? And like how it only had 2 toilets and it was inhumane and all this other kind of stuff. But like it got me thinking, like, dude, it's like they were in China, but they're in Serbia. Like,
Yeah.
if that's just one factory, imagine like what kind of presence they have all over the world that we don't see. You know what I mean? Like they're heavily invested in Africa, you know, and it's like that continent has like resources out the yin yang, you know, and so yeah, I just reiterating, you know, I think that the U.S. needs to be very mindful, like moving forward. You know, it's not like the 20th century where we're just going around taking numbers. You know, it's like those days aren't really. I hate to say it. I mean, I love my country, you know, but at the same time, it's like you can't be number one forever. You know.
That's true. And especially when we haven't really ever been number one.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, it's like they say, you know, it's like
number one in
empires
obesity,
last on
but...
average. What is it? Empires last on average like 250 years.
Mm-hmm. You know, I say it all the time. Countries die. You know, like, you know, we're a whole civilization, a whole society built on like a melting pot, but nobody wants to let go of their own culture, and like we're stolen cultures mixed. Like it's hard. You know.
It is.
It's crazy.
The gold weapon. Sorry, beside the point. The gold weapon that I got is called the Arbalist.
Nice.
And it's a linear fusion rifle, and I got it during that last match randomly.
Nice.
I don't think I
So
check
cool.
my shit, my stuff.
And it's 1277 power.
1277. Nice.
Yeah.
My sidearm I got up to 1253.
Nice.
Pretty happy with that.
Ooh!
What we got?
Cabal on the feet.
Well,
Cabal.
we're playing Cabal again.
Yep.
Let's bet big. Cabal weaponry.
What was the map? Did you
The
catch the map? I
all
wasn't paying
noise.
attention.
I didn't see it. I was in my menu.
I was too.
Get ready for transmat.
Let's do this.
For a firefight, brother, and drop those moats in the bank.
Colt, get a good read of the land, a lay of the land, so that way you know how to come back and get to.
I'm way ahead of you.
That moat machine.
Way ahead of you.
Read my mind. Great minds.
Got a lot of moats right there.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all got them all. I didn't get any. I'm just doing the killing.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, in the air and shit.
Yeah, right. You saw that?
Yeah, you have to too.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
All right, let's
But,
go.
you know-
Deposit.
But you know, it's something like, you know, like the Vietnam War, for instance, and you know, like this, you know, Nixon was just itching for a battle, and
Yeah.
the military, like the uppers, were just so shocked that these fighters in what they called the black pajamas were just whooping off on the U.S. military. They couldn't figure it out. It's like there's so much cultural stuff that you have to take into consideration, and I see that with Eastern Europe. You know, it's like it's a hotbed, you know, and you can't just talk about, you know, keeping one guy out of someone else's backyard. You got to take all this other kind of stuff into consideration. It's not cut and dry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it never is.
There's no easy solution to any of it, which is like so sad because it seems like it'd be such an easy thing to fix, you know? If everyone can just, yo, dude, let's just chill.
The world,
But,
I think, is inherently violent.
Damn, dude.
There's so many
Keep
different
getting killed.
Watch it. You're shedding moats.
I'm not doing really
Kill the
well
blockers.
this
Blocker.
this game.
Blocker. I'll go back. Oh, nice. My buddy. Doing something.
I spot a high-value target. Give him hell.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're doing horrible.
Yeah, we're doing terrible.
We were at 15, so it sucks that we went down that much.
I've died twice. I haven't even gotten a single mode in.
Well, this one is definitely pretty intense.
Alright, I got some mode. No, don't do it
Incoming
again.
wing at the drill.
All right, I have 10. Let's bring him back.
Wow, it sucks that
Oh
they-
man.
they are-
Oh man, I just got, dang dude, they are hurting us. There we go. Oh dude, seriously?
Vader inbound.
Can't even get these notes in.
Portals ready.
We got an invader too from their side.
Damn. Yeah, he got me. That's the first time I went down, I think.
Yeah.
The other player got you?
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, I got
Dang,
you.
dude.
Invader's gone.
These gun
Get him
turrets are
next
just
time.
insane. This one feels a lot harder than the last one.
It does.
Oh, I'm down. Shoot.
Got those modes. Oh, no. Ah.
Guardian down.
Dude, our other boy lost 10 modes. Dang, we were doing so bad.
Yeah, we are doing really bad.
High value target, skip town.
Oh my
Get the
gosh.
next. Opposing team summon the prime evil. If they kill it, they win this.
Alright, I'm going supercharged right now.
God.
Sort of a low heat right here, bitches. Oh, hell yeah. Got all the nice. Oh, come on, dude.
God.
I died.
No, I actually went through a teleport.
Oh,
I
me
thought
too.
I was gonna die.
I thought so too. Alright, well, I guess
Allies
we're doing
headed to
that.
the other side.
Man,
Yeah, I think they're like already killing their person.
they are.
Yeah.
They're primeval. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do too
I
well
suck.
at the very start.
Wah,
allies
wah,
down. They
wah,
took
wah,
someone
wah,
with
wah, wah, wah.
I didn't even get a single note, like, for a good couple minutes there.
I'm going in the portal.
Grab your gun. Allies invading the other side.
Oh, you went through the portal?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the Cabal are.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
Here they are. They're over at the steps. Cole.
Oh, I see.
Your friend's down. They're coming back to your side.
Yeah, I'm down. Holy cow. Holy cow. I got smacked.
Dude, a war beast jumped down with me and just killed me midair.
Fight's over. Opposing
That's
team
it, boys.
killed them.
Oh my gosh. We did so horrible.
Yeah.
Oh well. It is what it is.
All right, well, I guess let's jump back to it.
Yeah, I'm like at the bottom of the leaderboard. I lost 12 motes. Oh, that's so bad.
You got more
At least
combatants
Josh.
than I.
At least Josh lost more than I did.
That's because I put more in.
You were trying harder. I gotta turn on the light. My zoom camera's not doing the things right now. All right, you want to go back to the tower? Or you want to stay in orbit or what?
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep going.
You want to do Gambit?
Yeah, let's just keep going. And then after
let me just turn
it's about to be 6 right now, but we'll do this one more, and then we'll just go into one more conversation. What do you think? And then we'll just end it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm
It's
just
about to
turning
be
on
6
the
for
light
you. It's
here.
gonna be 8 for me. It's probably only like 4 o'clock in California though.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an hour. What is it? Behind? Are you behind, Josh? Or are you ahead?
He's
I'm
behind.
ahead.
He's behind, so I'm an hour ahead of Colton.
No, okay, so wait, he's 2 hours behind. So he's like, what is it, like 9 right now? Almost 9? Josh?
it's 8 o'clock here.
Oh, so an hour.
So it's
behind.
5 here.
Oh, 2
Yeah.
hours. Okay. I had my stuff here.
What time is it for you, Colton?
6 o'clock. So right now it's about
So
6.
yeah, it'll be about 5 here. Yeah. All right, let's do it again.
Let's do it.
We lost so hard on that last one. Oh my gosh.
I'm about to rank up in Gambit.
Oh, it went into it automatically.
Ding.
Hey, go, that's
Hive.
it. Oh,
Bring
Hive.
I beat the Hive. They're my least favorite.
Yeah, they're hard, man. That was the one that
Be
smacked
notorious.
us the first.
Takes about 100 of Shax's red jacks to kill a
Yeah.
All
hive.
right.
Why does he bother building them?
I need some new emotes.
Bounty. Oh, I just got 4 bounties completed.
Give me those
Nice.
notes and I'll make
I leveled
you
up.
rich, brother. I promise.
All right, where are we?
Sweet.
There it is.
Leveling up is so much fun.
Holy cow, they're coming. There's like a whole mess of them.
Oh, man, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
The
That's what I'm
Vanguard know
saying.
you're this good.
Here we go.
You should be
Here
running
we go.
the place.
Right off the bat, though.
I got 11. I'm gonna go bring them in right now.
Yep.
We up to 13.
Hostiles incoming at the depot.
Depot. Depot.
Depot. Oh, damn, there's a big one right there.
I'm still sorry about it.
I'm up high.
Lock it.
Oh,
Lock it through. So we don't lose any modes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
snap.
go for one.
Yeah, I'm aiming too.
I'm coming.
Cool. Got him.
Nice.
Ooh, big guy going down.
Nice. Sometimes I'll just drop like 3 or 4 motes just to get them out. I'd rather get them deposited than lose them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
7 right now.
I'm at 3.
Oh, we gotta block it.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Portal's up. Go take them out. Hostiles
Portal's
incoming
open, I'm
at the
going
capital.
through.
Do it.
Your allies invading.
Let me see if I can whack some wackies.
Holy
block.
shit. We got another blocker.
I spot a high-value target. Give them hell. You're bleeding moats, brother. Whack the blockers.
Got him.
Your invaders down.
I got one.
They nabbed a kill.
I shot him, I got him too. I was jumping in midair. I like shot straight down and got him in the head. I'm gonna get that capture card this next week, Colton.
That'd be dope. That'll
So you can see the different perspectives.
I don't know how I'll be able to capture it, but it'll be good at least to have your stuff going, you know what I mean?
Maybe I'll just like send it to you somehow.
Yeah, I can work it in later, no doubt.
Alright, I got
Oh,
that big
crap.
block. I just don't know. We're winning right now.
Incoming at the gulch.
Alright, I'm gonna do deposit.
Me too.
Portal's up. Go look them in the eyes.
I'm going back through the portal.
Okay.
Your allies invading the other side.
These guys got a lot of moats. Get ready for a bit blocker. They sent a lot of moats in there.
You're losing moats.
Okay.
Ice the blockers. Invader inbound. Hunt.
Oh,
Got
no.
2 guardians.
Your allies back. 2 kills.
Damn, Colton, what happened?
I got knocked it.
Did you guys get the blocker?
Yeah.
Invaders out. You'll get them next time.
He's hitting me. Oh.
Save me. Never mind.
Oh, you already. Damn.
I perished.
High-value targets making a break for it. Cut them off. High-value
Oh, I
targets
tried to grab him.
skip town. Get the next one.
Oh my gosh.
I got the target, the high value. There's a blocker coming.
Yep. I see him. I got him. I don't have him, but I'm on him.
I'm with them.
Oh shit, I'm about to get killed here. Alright, cool.
Save me, Colt. Behind you.
Easy there.
Nice.
You got him. Your enemy
Right.
called up a primeval.
I'm
They
good.
kill it. They win this.
Oh, they're
Portal
killing
is
their dude.
primed. Lock it.
I'm doing the portal. I'm supercharged. I'm gonna use
Allies
my
headed to the
power.
other side. Hostiles incoming at the cavern.
I got 3 of their guardians.
Nice.
Your allies back.
Damn, I got brought
Free
back.
kills.
Dude, that felt so good just going superpower on those guys. They already got their primeval though. This is gonna be a hard one to catch up.
Yeah, this is.
Portal's up. Go look them in the eye.
I'm gonna hop in the portal.
Go for it.
Your allies invading the other side.
Kill him, Josh.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try.
Colton,
Hostiles
deposit
incoming
your
at the
moats.
All right,
We're
I'm
like
hitting.
right there, dude.
Oh, 7.
Your
We might
invaders
need
down,
be short
but
1.
they scored a kill.
I got 2 right here. Just do it.
Let's
Go,
do
go,
it.
go.
Primeval.
We might get this.
Remember to kill
Hey,
the
one
guardian.
more.
Take and run.
That's it.
Yeah, we got it.
We got
All
it.
right, we're in.
Good.
We in.
All right, get ready.
This yet.
Kill
Kill
all
that
those guys.
primeval.
Dude, that was a lot. I didn't expect that. Oh, they got me.
Guardians out. Invader inbound.
Thanks, Josh.
Hunter.
Yep.
I think we got an invader too. Oh, that mother, he's right behind you, Josh.
You got me.
I got him. Oh, no, he got me. What a dick.
Oh, he got me too. He just got me. I was just about to get his ass.
I know, yeah. Dick.
Opposing team's about to win.
They're
The enemy
they're
team's
about done.
to win
They're
this.
about done.
Get moving.
He's done.
Fight's
They got it.
over.
They did it.
Opposing team killed their primeval. Convoys
Yeah.
terminated. Now, bring that
Oh,
house
God.
down.
Oh, well.
I got a lot of stuff
I
though.
felt-
Looks like
I felt like we did better that time, though.
we
even though
definitely did.
Lost.
We did.
We did a lot. We really were in our stride that time.
Definitely were.
Oh,
Hey, I got a guardian.
I got Fable 3.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Josh got the most moats. I got 6 guardians. And looks like Slim got the most blockers.
Heck yeah.
Nice one.
Oh yeah. That was pretty fun.
All right, so I'm gonna just take us back to orbit real
That
quick,
sounds good.
so we can chat.
I got Fable 3. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go to Drifter to see what kind of prize I can get from him. He
Cool.
usually gives you an encrypted
Ingram.
engram. Yeah.
I got 5 more grenades, and I've got another bounty. I've got a 20 grenade bounty I gotta do. I still gotta get a large blocker, and that one's about to expire in a couple hours. I keep feeling like I've bought large blockers, but I guess like the big ones I thought were big weren't that big.
Weren't big enough, you know.
Yeah, they're not big enough.
Title of your sex tape. Okay, well, as we get back into it, I'll just go ahead and do it too. So recently, I have heard of a story. I think it comes from Washington, and I want to talk about this one, especially because we've been dealing with the pandemic lately, as everyone knows. I mean, you'd have to be living under a rock not to know we're in a pandemic right now. But this one also has to do a little bit because Rob does tattoos. This one is a bloodborne pathogen type story. So basically, it's called hepatitis A at Starbucks. Dum, dum, dum. And it actually comes out of New Jersey, not Washington. I don't know why I said that. But apparently in New Jersey, a barista has tested positive for hepatitis A, which is a major thing. So, like, it's not good. Really, that's not good. Health officials are desperately trying to stop a potential outbreak of the hepatitis A when an employee tested positive. Potentially thousands of people may be at risk of contracting the foodborne illness as well as a bloodborne pathogen. However, the officials are recommending that any unvaccinated people that do not have vaccinations for hepatitis A get it. And this is kind of a crazy thing because it literally takes one person to mess up like almost an entire ecosystem of like how things are. And this is what happened. This person sells coffee and is touching everything on a daily basis. And that easily thousands of people, at least a single day is probably 1,000 people. You know what I mean? Honestly. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of a scary thing. And honestly, like what do you think as a tattoo artist, like what do you know about like hepatitis A and like how it can affect people? Do you know much about it?
Oh, I know a lot about it. Like that's it's county by county, you know, like whether or not you're required to do bloodborne pathogens training and whatnot. But that's how I was brought up. Where I first started tattooing in Georgia, the county I lived in, we needed to know CPR and first aid on top of bloodborne pathogens training. So we have to know about infection control. We got to know about things like Hep A, Hep B, Hep C. How long do they live on surfaces? You know, things like MRSA, HIV. You know, there's a million things out there. Parasites. You know, Hep A you don't want. Like it's not good. And for there to be an outbreak from Starbucks, like, dude, like, what was this person doing? Like bloodletting and just putting themselves like just all over the cups and all this other stuff. Like, dude, like you have to be like, you don't have to like really work at it, right? To, you know, in the right circumstance, you don't have, it's not far-fetched that, you know, there would be that there could be a Hep A, you know, outbreak among certain populations, etc. I know that LA, they had one a few years ago among the homeless population, you know, just a massive outbreak. And it's highly contagious, you know, like once it's out. But in like a restaurant environment, you know, to have Hep A like that, you know, and not, I mean, did this person like have prior knowledge? You know, those are the kind of things that I'm wondering. Like, do they have prior knowledge? Like, what like when you're in a food industry, you have to know things like cross contamination. Right. You know,
right?
It's like why you don't spit in someone's food, for instance. You know, So yeah, for it to come out of a Starbucks, man, that's crazy.
So I guess
You
my
know?
question here is it contractable if like uh so it's only contractable through the blood essentially. So like if you touch that blood, then it becomes ipso facto.
Well, it's like if you're bleeding and that person's bleeding,
Hmm.
and you touch each other,
I see.
then yeah, you can get it.
I see.
For instance, like it'll live on surfaces. It can live on surfaces up to a few days in a drop of blood. Um, so that's why you have to use like proper cleaning products to sterilize and to kill this thing if it did in fact contaminate a surface of a known carrier. If a known carrier did in fact contaminate a surface. Hep B, for instance. So I'll just break it down like this, just to give you an idea of how contagious it is. Hep B is the one that I really watch out for. It's a bit more common with the Heps. It does live longer on surfaces for up to a week. And on a needle strike, let's say like I'm tattooing someone, I'm tattooing a known carrier, right? Let's just say this, like let's say that the client has HIV and I know it,
Okay.
and I'm tattooing them, and you're bleeding, you're being tattooed, and so I accidentally needle strike myself, right? I have a less than 1% chance of contracting HIV on that needle strike because I'm using a solid core needle, unlike a hollow needle that is used in piercing, which contains biomass. And that goes down a whole rabbit hole of like how they have to like have their autoclave, inspected and whatnot. Their bloodborne pathogens is actually a little bit different because you have that biomass that's stuck inside that hollow needle. But with a solid core needle, there's no biomass going into a needle. It sits on the surface. And HIV, once it's exposed to oxygen, it dies immediately.
Interesting.
It dies upon air. But with Hep B, for instance, if I tattoo a known carrier, I have a 33% chance of contracting it on a needle strike if I accidentally strike myself.
Way greater.
That's like you're rolling a die, and on a 1 or a 2, you contracted Hep B on that needle strike.
Wow.
So yes, it's a very bad thing. It's bad to have a Hep A. They're all, that same intensity. Hep C, you can take meds for. Hep A, you can't. You can fix the symptoms, but
so I was gonna say, okay, so I guess I don't understand why the Food Administration would be so worried about it, unless it can like develop through your pores, or unless you ingest it, or what? I guess I'm like that's why. Is that why Hep A is a lot more dangerous? Is because it can be brought in a lot easier?
Absolutely, yeah. If you get Hep A on say like the surface, like the rim of a cup, like this person has a cut on them or whatever, it doesn't shed off of you. You know what I mean? It's not like that.
Right.
But if they're getting Hep A, like they have a cut on themselves or whatever, and a little bit of this gets onto the rim of a cup, and they hand that to a customer, and it can absolutely live on surfaces for a few days. Like that person can consume coffee from that cup and they ingest that, it can certainly find a way into your digestive tract's membrane. You might have a gingivitis of the gums, you might be bleeding a little bit. Yeah, there's absolutely a way that could find a way to infect that person with Hep A. And now that person's infected, and then they can infect someone else and infect someone else, and so on and so forth. And so it's kind of like COVID, where you have to do this sort of trace contact, of who are all the people that were in contact with this person, because they can infect their fucking coworkers.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? There I go using the F word, but
that's all right.
I mean, I don't know how this person, like, that's my question is, did the person have prior knowledge that they had it?
I don't think they did.
Because you're gonna have symptoms, from it. It's not like it's not like, this silent killer. Like, Hep A, it's a very pronounced blood pathogen, and it's definitely an area of concern for not only like the Food and Drug Administration, in that area, but also the local health department. You have to keep a lid on things like that, because outbreaks can be severe,
Yeah.
if you don't like wash your hands or.
What are the symptoms of Hep A?
I'd have to look it back up, but they attack the liver.
Oh shit.
And so like, well, my uncle, he died, and I'm pretty sure that, there's other symptoms. I'll have to brush up on that one. But my uncle actually died of Hep C, and he got Hep C from a blood transfusion in the 70s.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And so what happened is he was also an alcoholic, and they both were doing, they both destroy the liver, but when you have Hep C, it's accelerated. And that's eventually what got him, was cirrhosis of the liver. And so I guess the point that I'm trying to illustrate is that like it stayed with him his whole life. These are life infections.
Right.
You know what I mean? And eventually like your liver will shut down, and you'll have a whole range of issues with that. From, you'll have things like, wounds won't heal correctly. Like they'll take longer to heal. Your immune system will be shot. You'll get jaundice. You'll have your nervous system will be shot. You'll get itching and all this other kind of stuff. As like, your liver's attacked, and I can't quite remember, but
Right.
I would assume that it would probably attack things like your heart,
Right.
your pancreas.
Well, the liver acts as like a filtration system. So like if you have bad blood and it's like hepatitis is in your blood, I'm sure at some point it will affect the heart. It will affect the veins. It will affect like the what is it? The like when you feel something, the nervous system. Yeah. Because that all relies on blood. So if there's a bloodborne pathogen and bloodborne disease, I think that would make sense. I'm not a doctor, but yeah, totally.
Well, my uncle, he before he died, he had hepatic toxicity of the brain. So what happens is your liver is toast. It's done. And you get that fucking ambiotic whatever fluid, makes you look like you're pregnant and whatnot. But because there is nothing to filter, all the toxins bypassed his dead liver and went straight to his brain.
Wow.
And he went crazy. He went crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
he was literally insane at the end. Like he was in a hospital and whatnot. But yeah, those are the things. Like hepatitis, like all the heps, basically they're bloodborne, but they attack your body's filtration system and slowly eat you away from the inside out, where everything just shuts down over time.
It's like corrosion to pipes after if water's bad, like totally.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's definitely it's a corrosion of the circulatory system. And it will just eat right through it.
That's crazy.
So that's absolutely why it's a problem, is because it lasts on surfaces. Hep A lasts on surfaces. And so they had to get a lid on this. It's not like COVID dies on surfaces. You don't contract COVID from surfaces, really. You contract it from airborne molecules. That's what they've been saying for since the beginning. And then everyone's like, well, you got to wear your gloves and all this other stuff. And that's not the case. Yeah, you should be washing your hands, after you go out. Don't pick your nose when you're at the grocery store, because there's still things like influenza and whatnot that live on surfaces. MRSA, for instance, lives on surfaces for a long time, like up to 90 days in some cases. It's a spore.
Yep.
We've talked about all that stuff.
I actually have MRSA myself. I don't have it, but I was infected with it. So totally understand.
And MRSA being yeah, MRSA being,
A staff.
former staff. Yeah, it's definitely scary. You can lose a limb. That being said, you can get it under control.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
if you can treat it soon enough.
Mhm.
Hep, that's not the case.
All right.
Like you can get
Right.
immunized against Hep, but if you don't have immunization against Hep, you're screwed.
You're
Like
SOL.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're shit out of luck. Exactly. It's basically like you're kind of like the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can take medications to try and alleviate some of the symptoms. Your body is being eaten away. Your circulatory system's being eaten away, but it's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
why it's so scary. It's because
Hey,
it's always acting.
Yeah.
Colton, you know that Lisa has Hep B? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's crazy. Let's circle back. I think we're gonna end it today. I think maybe like we might play some Destiny a little bit more after the show. Who knows? But essentially, real quick, we are ending the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. I've been slacking on my YouTube videos, but they are starting to come out here soon. So you can check that out at Slim Monster the Witch. Slim Monster is one word, the Witcher is separate words. Or Loaded Magickzines, Magickzines is Magickzines. And I really appreciate you guys joining in today. If you guys want to catch me on any other social media, TikTok is Colton Cass. Instagram is Colt_of_the_occult. And my Twitch is twitch.tv/slimmonster_the_witch. And then what else? Facebook is Loaded Magickzines. Facebook.com/Loaded Magickzines or Facebook.com/Colton Cass Makes Art. I'm done. You guys, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. What's your Facebook or what's your MySpace account?
Colton Cat.
What's your Google? What's your
it's
Google
Colton
Plus?
Chaos TMXXX is my MySpace. Google is I couldn't even tell you my
Colton's Backdoor at Google.com.
No.
What about AOL Messenger? Do you still have one of those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Goku Colt 154 at AOL Messenger.
Cool.
And
do you have any
his
more?
his WhatsApp is
doesn't seem like nearly enough places to find you.
Okay,
Is there any more?
Yeah, catch me at Cash App Colton Cass. Send me $50.
You can find me at fruitcake@gmail.com.
What's with you and fruitcake lately? You've been saying fruitcake like all week, dude. Is it because like you're ready for Christmas or what?
No.
Whatever, dude. You love.
He just likes fruits in his cake.
All right, well, go ahead and plug yourselves, motherfucker.
I'm not gonna do that. You've done enough for all of us.
Whatever, dude.
Hey, wait. Well, I will, but do they have 10 minutes? Because
you have one. What are you talking about? You have one social media. You have a singular social media.
Yeah, but it takes him 10 minutes to get it out.
Whatever, dude.
Hey, you can find me on Instagram at the Foco Shinobi, and that's it.
Done. Yeah.
Wow, so minimal. Rob Carter, astralworkshop.com. That's my website. My Instagram is at astralworkshop. I haven't really been posting. My main page is basically just a scrolling advertisement. I haven't posted on my story in like a week. I might end up dropping some videos from my California trip on there, but I'm focusing more on my website, moving forward. So that's where you can find me.
Yeah, definitely make sure to check us out there. Check out his website. He does have a lot of great stuff up on there. And if you are a tattoo artist, buy a tattoo gun from him. I say that at everything, but you should because he does some great work. All right.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Well, I think we'll end it here next week. Please join us for the episode of what is being called Dealing with the Future of Technologies, where we'll talk about the technology that we think is pivotal for the future or something that we think is going to be the future. make sure you stick around because I'm sure that's going to be really great. Tuesday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then, yeah, check it out. All right. Anything else, y'all?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Well, good. Thanks for having us today, and see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
All right,
Adios, amigos.